Okay, boss, y'all, Latino Goose back with another video. Doing a video that I've been wanting to do for quite a while on the channel, and that's a top 5 list. And today I'm going to be giving you guys my top 5 Disney animated openings of all time. So this is a list I've been wanting to do for quite some time, and as you guys know on the channel, I'm a huge fan of Disney. I mean, kind of hard not to be. Let's start off with my number 5 pick, Hercules. I love the opening to Hercules because it immediately sets the tone of the movie, the scene, the atmosphere inside this great hall of heroes, and then this is how they introduce the muses and they give us the overlying story to the film. I think it's a great way, and of course we get the great songs from Hercules right off the bat, and we transition right into our story. I also think another reason why I like this is that because it has been implanted in my brain at least. Again, this is my personal list, so again guys, feel free to disagree. But I love the muses in Hercules, and I think that this opening, it definitely sets them for the movie, establishing them as reoccurring characters and one of my favorite characters in Hercules. Coming in at number 4 for me, guys, it's gotta be Treasure Planet. Another kind of not known film, one of my favorite underrated Disney films of all time, but I love how they introduce our main character, Jim Hawkins, as a young boy, and this he's reading this bedtime story about the notorious pirate, space pirate, and just the way that they reveal Jim coming out from underneath the ships, revealing to us that this is actually just a hologram and not a flashback, but also playing as kind of both. I love this because it sets the tone for the movie, of course. I think that's what one of my main things about this list was, did it set the tone for the movie and kind of give the audience kind of just just introducing us into this world and its mythos. And I think that this opening definitely did that for Treasure Planet. It sets our setting, our kind of like the scope, and it gives us some background lore on the nefarious space pirates, and I can't help but get giddy every time that I watch this opening. Alright guys, so now we're getting to the top of my list. Coming in at number 3 is Aladdin. Yep, I had to include something from the Renaissance era. If I didn't, I probably would be excommunicated from the Disney fandom. But how can you not like the opening to Aladdin? Again, setting the... Again, it sets the tone, it sets the atmosphere, just like this land of mystery, this magic, and of course we're introduced to Robin Williams as this, he's trying to sell us things. He's this kind of shady merchant, and also I think it's really cool that it brings us personally, the viewer, in as kind of like a first-person view as we're walking into the marketplace of Agrabah. So how can you not fall in love with that? Alright guys, my top 2. Here we go. Hunchback of Notre Dame. This is very close to one of my favorite openings of all time in any animated film. And when I know how I talked about scope and atmosphere and just setting the mood, and my god, Hunchback is immediately just just sets that gothic era of France beautifully. The music, that kind of ominous choir in the background. We're introduced to one of my favorite villains of all time, Judge Claude Frollo, and it's just the angles that they take. It's so menacing, and the imagery of of Notre Dame, of the statues on the outside of the church, or the cathedral, sorry. It's so powerful. It's such a powerful opening, and it just sets the mood for this film. That it's not going to be your Little Mermaid or your Beauty and the Beast. It's not happy-go-lucky. It's very dark, very gray, and gloomy, and I love that. And at number 1, do I really need the list? It's no surprise. You guys know it. It's Lion King, one of my favorite movies of all time. And yeah, I might be biased, but it's just grand scope. Man, talk about the circle of life. It is just all-encompassing, and the imagery, the music, The animation, it's so wonderful. It sets the tone of the movie right off the bat, and one of my favorite songs of all time in Disney animation, Circle of Life. How could you not enjoy that? There's nothing really else to say about this opening. You know, there's so many iconic images taken from this, to Rafiki lifting up baby Simba, you know, to be the newly crowned prince. It just doesn't get any more iconic than that. Alright guys, so that's my top 5 Disney animated film openings. Do you agree with my decision? Let me know in the comments down below. If you're new to the channel, don't forget to like and subscribe. We do more wacky shit on the channel. As always, I'm Latino Goose, and adios.